ignorance. Every day I be tired out here. That's the answer.
Old
Every
age
day,
will do it to you.
not old age. What does old even mean these days?
Old means everybody in their mid-30s.
Wow. And I sit here thinking like, yes, I am about to be in my mid 30s, or I actually am in my mid 30s. And I think a part of me does not accept the fact that I am older. And I am so afraid of the word old because it comes with so many stigmas of like, end of the road, one step to the king. And that kind of that shakes me a bit. I'm serious.
I've been old since I was 20.
Well, that is a personal,
I have. I've just always
trait.
had that kind of, that personality trait. I wouldn't even say I'm a homebody because I don't mind going out by myself. But I like to stay in sometimes. I like to go out by myself. The funnest things that I do now is running quote unquote errands, which is Target, Marshalls, checking out the candle smells, going to Starbucks or
This doesn't sound bad at all. It sounds fun. It sounds like good times.
Checking out the sales racks in the mall, walking the design district, and then probably going home. And that's my errand, which is sad. It's pretty sad. Those aren't real errands. My mother's errands was I got to go to the fish market, finish laundry, vacuum up the house, clean the bathroom, make sure I pick up new uniforms for this. Then I have to go to the pharmacy. And my errands is just like, oh, this looks cute. Oh, this pillow would be nice. Oh, these sheets are fabulous. Oh, this smells good. Like that is not errands at all.
No, you're an adult. You're an adult, and whatever errands are to you, that's what they are. They don't have to be important or vital. It's just, hey, I gotta go out. I have to go out in the street. That's what our parents used to say. I need to run down the road, and who knows what they were doing down the road? They could have been smelling candles and flowers and just BSing in aisles.
Definitely not. Definitely not. It was definitely, and true story, my mother tells me this story all the time. I always had it easy with her and her siblings, her brothers and sisters, if they had to run an errand. Their grandmother, my great-grandmother, would spit on the road, right? The dirt road. This is in St. Vincent. She'll spit on the road. And this is high noon, sun beaming. If the spit dried up before they got back, it'll be shellings of licks. So their errands are so much more different than mine. It was stricter back then because you didn't want the kids to go out and trouble and you know how old Caribbean wives' tales are. People like I'm sure it wasn't like literal spit, but they were just like watching to make sure that your ass come back within this good 10 minutes, or if it's a minute, but after 10, whoop, plada,
Now it's still pen on your ass. Oh boy.
There's ping pong ping all over the place.
Wow.
Back stuff.
Yeah, no, it's true. I mean, our parents had it way different than ours. And I think, for me, like I've always been the youngest of most of my
Oh
groups,
man,
like,
you got spoiled.
I was big spoiled when I was younger, rightfully so.
Wow.
My parents.
Rightfully.
No, I mean, because my parents came from a space where they weren't able to provide, or they knew that their parents weren't able to provide for them when they were at a certain age. So they just wanted that for their children, So it's kind of like it's a reverse generational trend that switches up. Like I think as we grow up and we become parents, we always want our kids to have the things that we couldn't have. So it kind of
that's true
goes in cycles. So if you call that spoiled, then sure, but I definitely am not to the same caliber like rich affluent white people or whatever have been. And I was never bratty either. I don't think so. So Yeah.
Have you ever gotten
Spoiled.
one of the stories about your parents having to like climb Mount Kilimanjaro to get to school with no
Yes,
shoes?
yes. Many miles that they had to walk. Many miles that they had to trek to get to school.
And I sit there
Meanwhile,
and I'm like, there's no way that this is true. Like, you
I
had
mean,
to
it might
go
be
and
true.
fight three jungle cats on the way to
All
school
right.
before
All
breakfast. Like,
right.
no, that makes no sense. The
I don't know what type of
exaggerations is too
stories
much
you're
for me.
being. I don't know what type of stories
No,
you're being fed, but
I'm exaggerating, but that's exactly what it is.
right.
Those are the
Nah,
stories that they give. And I'm like, nah. But guess
because
what I'm going to do? I'm going to carry that tradition and I'm going to tell my kids all the sufferments that I've done. And I'm going to exaggerate every story that I had. I had to walk across the street on New Lots Avenue. And then there was this massive attack of herding elephants coming down. And I couldn't see a B-15 for days. The 15 don't come but every 3 days. So if you miss that bus, you're not going to see that bus again for the third day. And if you're late for school, you're going to get a whooping when you get home. Something
Wow.
very elaborate. You got to keep
I
the
like
tradition going. It makes it fun.
Yeah, puts a little bit of fear in them. I like that. That's good. Keep that going. We need that much more.
Don't steal my B-15 line though. But it
No,
wouldn't
I
come every
won't.
3 days.
For me, that bus would be the B-17, and I would say,
I don't think that ever comes.
Hence, yeah, that sounds much more plausible. For our New York people, you already know. Oh, all right, let's get started. Hey, y'all, welcome back. Thank you for listening. This is Sophisticated Ignorance. I am Vixen J.
It's your girl Rovie, R to the OV. You already know me. I'm from the NYC. You gotta flow with me. Boom, bam, bam.
Are we gonna?
Don't give me that look.
We're gonna do that every episode. Freestyle.
What?
You don't
Oh,
want to use.
I mean,
I'm gonna use that freestyle for something else on the show. Just FYI.
It
That's
just
being recycled.
It literally just flowed. Okay. I can't help it. Sometimes
That's gonna be your intro. I'm gonna add some like special effects and drop a beat under it, and that's gonna be your intro every time.
God bless you. I do need to put my rap album and my soca song out.
We are waiting. The audience is waiting.
I'm ready.
We're all waiting.
I'm ready.
Why are you not in the stew? Why are you not in the stew?
Tomorrow.
You're in Miami. You're in the home of recording stews. The home.
Tomorrow.
All right. Your words.
Right.
Your words.
Right. Words have meaning.
We are all ready for spicy vibes 2022. Anyway, hope you guys are good. Hope you guys are doing well. We are here with another conversation for you all. So I came across this article a while back, and I saw some people talking about it, and I felt like it was something really interesting to share or just to discuss. It's called The Attachment Project, and it talks about these different forms of attachment styles that most of us kind of fall under the categories of. And it's one of those personality tests. Like you've probably seen multiple personality tests, like what type of blank are you, and all these things, and the Myers-Briggs and all these things. So this is just another one that I came across that I felt was very interesting because some points were really, really hitting the nail at the time when I was reading it. It was like, wow, drag me for filth, why don't you? Up and down the boulevard. So I just wanted to bring this up because I felt like, a lot of people may not know about these particular styles. And, I think it's important to really get a better sense of who we are through these different types of definitions. And, if you relate to them, cool. If not, then this might not be for you. But I feel like, the way that these attachment styles are defined, it certainly defines the way that we treat relationships and we treat ourselves. So I think that's the essence of the attachment style in this case. How we attach to people, how we communicate, how we're drawn to people, and how we form relationships. It doesn't have to be romantic, I think. Or I think in this case it might be romantic, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. but yeah, we're gonna go through each one of the styles by definition, and then me and Rove are gonna take the test in real time, and then we're gonna find out our attachment styles right as we're recording. So this is going to be interesting, to say the least. I hope you're ready, Rove. Are you nervous?
I'm ready. I'm not nervous at all.
She says, chattering her teeth. Oh, I'm ready.
That was oh my God, that was my genuine smile. I was really excited. I won't let you bring me down.
That's fine. All right. So, and we're getting all this information is coming from the attachmentproject.com. So we'll definitely drop a link, to share it with y'all. So I'm just going to quickly go over what are attachment styles and how do they affect our relationships. So according to this, it says it's human nature to seek contact in relationships, to seek love, support, and comfort in others. From an evolutionary perspective, cultivating strong relationships and maintaining them have both a survival and reproductive advantages. Yet love and relationships are rarely as perfect and problem-free as we would like them to be. And it talks about, if we've noticed like repetitive behaviors that we have experienced when it comes to relationships, such as maybe you have never really thought through or analyzed your behavior through these relationships. And for example, have you wondered why you keep ending up in the same situation, even with different partners? And I think we could very much relate to that all the time. So for example, do you get too clingy or jealous? Or do you always seem to be more involved than your partner? Maybe you want to be with someone, but as soon as things get emotionally intimate, you back off. Right? So, just based off of that, Rove, do you feel like you may have some attachment patterns that you are aware of?
I don't think so. I don't think I'm remotely close to this at all. And maybe that might be a problem for me. I am not clingy enough, or I'm not into it as much as my partner, I don't know if I'm anxious about that. I can't agree. I'm sorry. I'm trying to see where what you said that I can actually quote unquote dive deep into, no pun intended. But no, I don't think, I don't know, but I didn't take the quiz yet. I might be saying this and projecting something else, and hell, I might be anxiously attached to my partner, and maybe I'm doing like my own reverse psychology. Who knows?
But yes, we're gonna find out later today in the episode. No, this is Jerry Springer. Oh, that's funny. Anyway, but it's interesting. So the site breaks down what is attachment theory, and it says according to psychology and such like that, one's relationship with their parents during childhood has an overarching influence on their social, intimate relationships, and even relationships at work in the future. In other words, your early relationship with your caregivers sets the stage for how you will build relationships as an adult. And I feel like we have talked about this in the past, but the way that our parents have interacted with us definitely bleeds into how we interact with others on an intimate level, social level, etc. So as we stay sane, yeah, our parents definitely have a major effect on how we interact with others. And even when you get the notions of like, you're interacting with someone and it's like, damn, that's something that my mom would say or mom would do, or like, damn, that's something like my pops would say, or my pops would react this way. This is what this
I definitely bleed old Grenadian man. 100%. I can't even like fake the funk.
Copy and paste. Copy and paste.
Literal.
And I'm doing my best.
Maybe just plagiarism. Maybe just plagiarism at this point. Because
I'm doing my best to be better, but there are so many qualities, especially from my parents, that I exhibit and in relationships, and I really try myself I do my best to stop it, but I don't think I can because I was raised around these behaviors. You know what I mean? So whether that's someone being controlling or sometimes being like, overly like overbearing in some cases, or micromanaging sometimes. I mean, I know that these are things that my dad has exhibited, and I feel like that kind of, for me, bleeds into other relationships, and I'm just like, shit. I mean, and for a long time I used to complain like, damn, I don't want to be like my dad, but too late, because physical features wise, it's copy paste font size down some. But I certainly wouldn't want those type of behaviors to kind of affect the way that I treat others. But what about you? Do you like see any behaviors that you see from your parents that you've exhibited in your like friendships or any type of relationships that you've had?
Yeah, acting like I care when I really don't.
Yikes.
And I care the most. Yep.
All right.
Yeah. It's something like, and not even, that's why I said I bleed old Grenadian man. This is maybe stereotypical, but we're nice people, Grenadians, but the Grenadian man is not like that kind of pops that you see on TV that's always like loving, like Mr. Brown. Like Mr. Brown loves Cora, always want to give Cora hug, kisses, all of that. And that's not a Grenadian man says. Like, I know my dad loves me. His love is a way of really like dark humor, a lot of cutthroat jokes, saying a little parables now and then. So
Terrible.
I have some of those things like bleed into me, and then I translate that. I'm like, oh, don't worry about it, it's not that bad. And then in my head, I'm like, oh my God, are they gonna be okay? I hope everything's fine. But I just try to stay like cool, calm, and collective, because if I freak out, I'm sure they're gonna freak out even more. So, but even though you get something stemmed from your parents, it's really your day to day and how that influences you and how you are able to gauge how you react to whatever's going on, like at that present time. So it's a little bit of a framework, but you still cater it to who you are.
Yeah,
I
totally.
think that's what I try to do.
Word. Context is everything. So that makes sense. But yeah, in this situation, there are four adult attachment styles. And they're anxious, also referred to as preoccupied, avoidant, which is also dismissive, disorganized, which is don't do that. Don't do that. We haven't taken the quiz yet. Don't do that. Don't project what you are already.
Okay. Scribble. Liquid mean forward. Pull up. Gunshots mean rewind. Plop, plop, plop.
All right.
Let's rewind it back. Let's rewind it back.
Yes. Let's not jump too ahead of the game here. Disorganized is also known as fearful, avoidant, and then is secure. So those are the four attachment styles. Boy, I don't even know. As I said, I'm not even going to project myself because I might be all four. Who knows?
Can I make a prediction for you?
Sure.
I think disorganized, fearful, avoidant is you.
I see. Well, then I think anxious, avoidant is you.
Man, fuck
One
your
or the
prediction.
other. Wow, now it's my prediction. Good job. Oh, look at you.
I think for
mirror.
me, I think that I am avoidant, dismissive, and or secure.
Well, we shall see. Time will tell on that one. So let's not exactly project that just yet, shall we? So let's continue by going into the avoidant, not the avoidant, sorry. Let's continue by going into the different styles and the different methods, right? So how does each of the 4 attachments manifest in adults? So we're going to go through each one and we're going to figure out exactly how that relates. So the first thing is anxious, preoccupied. And it says here, for adults with anxious attachment style, the partner is often the better half. The thought of living without the partner or being alone in general causes high levels of anxiety. People with this type of attachment typically have a negative self-image while having a positive view of others. The anxious adult often seeks approval, support, and responsiveness from their partner. People with this attachment style value their relationships highly, but are often anxious and worried that their loved ones is not as invested in the relationship as they are. A strong fear of abandonment is present, and safety is a priority. The attention, care, and responsiveness of the partner appears to be the remedy for anxiety. On the other hand, the absence of support and intimacy can lead the anxious, preoccupied type to become more clingy and demanding, preoccupied with the relationship, and desperate for love. Is any of that resonating?
Not to me.
Not. Oh yeah, stone cold hard no, concrete.
No.
Yeah, that's
No.
not you. Okay, great.
Fine. Not at all.
Right, let's carry on because clearly that's not in your warehouse.
No.
The next one is avoidant dismissive.
That's it.
I didn't even read yet. You don't even know what it is. The dismissing avoidant type that often perceive themselves as lone wolves. All right, so that is definitely you, and we're moving on. Not lone wolf. Oh baby. Strong, independent, and self-sufficient. Not necessarily in terms of physical contact, but rather on an emotional level. Oh boy.
Tell me this is not me. I'm not even projecting. I did not take the test, but I strongly believe this is it.
These people have high self-esteem and a positive view on themselves. Oh baby. This avoidant type tend to believe that they don't have to be in a relationship to feel complete. Boom. They do not want to depend on others, have others depend on them, or seek support and approval in social bonds. Adults with this attachment style generally avoid emotional closeness. They also tend to hide or suppress their feelings when faced with a potentially emotion-dense situation.
Can I look up that?
Drag her!
It's fine.
And we haven't even taken the quiz yet. Damn. Like, how do you feel about that?
I think this is spot on.
That's definitely you.
All right. Okay.
Well, there's two others, so let's not. You might be the next two or one of the other two, so let's not get too attached to one of them yet. See what I did there? All right.
I'm trying to avoid that.
You're funny. You're funny. The disorganized type tends to show unstable and ambiguous behaviors in their social bonds. For adults with this style of attachment, the partner and the relationship themselves are often the source of both desire and fear. Fearful, avoidant people do want intimacy and closeness, but at the same time experience troubles trusting and depending on others. They do not regulate their emotions well and avoid strong emotional attachment due to their fear of getting hurt.
I'm starting with the man in the mirror.
Woo! I told you this shit drags you down the river bend. And the last one is secure attachment, which I am hoping that we both want.
I think this is me.
Styles, oh, you think? All right.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. The 3 attachment styles covered so far are insecure attachment styles. On the next season of Insecure, they are characterized by difficulties with cultivating and maintaining healthy relationships. In contrast, the secure attachment style implies that a person is comfortable expressing emotions openly. Adults with a secure attachment style could depend on their partners and in turn let their partners rely on them. Relationships are based on honesty, tolerance, and emotional closeness. The secure attachment type thrive in their relationships, but also don't fear being on their own. They do not depend on the responsiveness or approval of their partners and tend to have a positive view of themselves and others.
Yeah, that's me.
Except for
the relying on your partner because I need to have like 100% trust in them. Other than that, it's basically me.
Basically, or is?
Yes.
Okay. There's a section here that says when to worry. Chances are that many of us don't fully belong to the securely attached group. Even if we think we have stable relationships, there might be patterns in our behavior that keep bothering us or keep making us stressed or unhappy. Unfortunately, some individuals will recognize themselves in one of the three insecure profiles, the less healthy ones. In that case, is preferable and highly recommended that they address the issue actively and, if necessary, seek individual psychological help. But here's the thing. This struggle is simply not necessary, as there are many ways to heal and recover from attachment disturbances. So, yeah, there it is.
Okay.
So, yes. I mean, I am looking through these styles. I'm trying to figure out which one am I. And
I think we should take the test first, no?
Oh, you
want to make some
predict?
predictions?
You want to predict and then take the test?
Oh, I definitely think you're disorganized, fearful, avoidant.
Who?
I.e. the Michael Jackson song. You.
I'm the which one?
Disorganized, fearful, avoidant.
Wow. Okay. I thought we were guessing for ourselves, not the other person.
Oh, oops.
Wow. Well, wow. All right. Yep. There it is. There it goes. There's instructions being followed. All right.
Well, I think that I am avoidant, dismissive. And I'm just going to tag on secure as well, too. So I'm avoidant, dismissive.
Tag on. You can't be insecure and secure at the same time. So you got to choose one. You can't be insecure-ish.
There's moments of evolution between the both of them.
So you're back and forth between the two. Interchangeable. Yeah, just it's like a switch.
Yes.
I see.
What do you think you are?
Well, it's hard to tell. I think I have some notions of probably anxious, preoccupied, maybe. Yeah, I think at a time I might have been anxious, preoccupied. Yeah. But yeah, maybe, and I think at a point I might have been disorganized, fearful, avoidant as well. The thing is, my evolution when it comes to relationships have been a lot, and I feel like I'm in a much better place than I was in the past when I was younger. When I was younger, and I was, dating people, or at least for myself, I know that I was really just focused on, wanting to be accepted and be seen, and I soaked in all the validation necessary to make me feel loved. So I know that is something that I don't subscribe to anymore. So I mean, I don't, I'm just reading, and based off of what I'm reading here, I'm guessing one or the other, but I won't know until I take this quiz. So
yeah, this is all hearsay. So
yes, it's all speculation. But so far, from what we've read, some things are hitting home. So we may not be too far off. But for the sake of the audience,
you might be.
Excuse me?
You
I
might
might
be.
be one.
Let's make a little taste bet on this.
A bet? Oh, you want to wager? Okay.
Yeah. So let's say if I'm right and you are, what did I say you were? Disorganized,
which
fearful.
is rude, by the way, but can't carry on. Just call me disorganized in general. Rude. Just
what?
For the record.
What?
All right.
Why?
Well, if anything, I bet that you're not going to be secure. That is a solid bet on my end. Say goodbye.
Okay, so
Bye, Rovie.
like I said, the loser, whoever loses the bet that's not close to what the quiz is, the person will have to do a 30-minute rap. No, 30-second rap. Sorry, that's a 30-minute. 30-second rap about how great their co-host is.
I see. Okay. Fair enough. I'm down for the challenge. Yep.
Cool.
Big deal.
All right.
All right. Deal or no deal? The answer is deal. Cool. All right. So you're predicting that I'm going to be disorganized, and I'm predicting.
And you can't mix up. You can't mix up.
What
and
do you
you
mean
can't
can't mix
predict
up?
what you can't say one or the like. I'm a mix of
No,
one
I'm not.
plus this.
I
and you can't use what I've already used.
What do you mean? What are you talking about? What rules?
We can't have the same. We can't have the same prediction. So, see, you said that you were a bit of avoidant, preoccupied, anxious, and I said that you're clearly disorganized and fearful, avoidant, right? So,
Wow.
and I said that I am avoidant, dismissive, but you can't say that I'm avoidant, dismissive. You have to choose something that I didn't already choose.
All right, then I want to say that you're anxious.
Okay.
I mean, if we're gonna play this game, let's play the game. This
right,
is not
fuck
even
your
supposed to be a
prediction.
game; it's a quiz.
Okay, no, you took it there.
This is for our self betterment. We're not.
We gonna yeah. All right, let's do it. You making it real hot. You making it real hot. Let's
I'm
take
not
this quiz.
trying
Come
to.
on. You are. Let's
right.
do it. I'm ready.
Are you ready?
I am ready.
All right. So, are you? We're at the first prompt that's asking for the current situation.
Yes.
So, I am putting in a relationship. It's asking for age range. So filling that in. X is for gender.
Say what your age range is. 31 and 40. That's what
I'm
it has.
between 31 and 40. Okay.
Oh my God. We all are. What is this? What's my gender? Female.
Do you have children? No. That's a no for both of us. And where are you from? The States.
United States.
All right. So next.
I like how they have that little interracial couple.
Yeah, that's fun. Yeah,
that's cute.
That's a twist. All right. All right, next. Okay, so this first question, it says early childhood mother/caregiver number 1. How do you perceive the following conditions were met by your mother or caregiver in early childhood? For the following categories, consider your early childhood experiences from your early childhood experience from your earliest childhood memories. So protection kept me safe from danger and threats. I feel safe when I was with them. And the scale is from 1 to 7, 1 being very rarely, 7 being very frequently. So the question is, did your mother figure or caregiver keep you safe from danger or threats? I would say, pretty up there.
I would say very frequently.
Yeah, very frequently. Yeah, my mom stayed keeping me away from danger. Yeah. 2, encouragement. Encourage exploration and discovery. Help me find and express my natural interests and talents. I don't know. Did my mom ever? I guess. Yeah. Kind of.
I just want to point out, I think that they scramble the questions.
Oh, so what is your question?
Mine is funny material things because I'm a material girl. Gave me things I wanted to have, like toys, bicycles, certain clothes, computer. I'll say in the middle. If it was beneficial for me, they'll give it to me, like a computer or a book. If I wanted some sneakers that everybody else had, that was an immediate no.
Yeah. My mom, I mean, she gave me what she could, but she definitely wasn't, you know, yeah, she gave me what she could at the time.
Okay, moving on to the next question.
So
Basic
wait,
needs. How what?
oh, basic needs. Yeah, go on.
Provided me with sufficient food and housing and medical care when needed very frequently for me. Oh, we're not supposed to
Um,
say what our answers are. Oops,
oh, we're not? Oh, yeah,
I don't
probably
think
we
so.
shouldn't. All
Okay,
right.
so
Well,
scratch that whole.
okay, that's fine. I mean, look, there's still so much more questions. We're just reading the questions so people
Yeah,
have an
just read
idea
the
of,
questions and we'll blind because it's a bet still.
right,
You are
exactly.
blindly going to
Um,
answer. So go
okay,
ahead.
yep,
Go
cool.
ahead.
I already answered that one. My next question is present. It is kind of mixed up, so I have to scroll back and forth. We're physically around while I was growing up. Um,
And just so the audience knows, it goes from very, very rarely to very frequently, and like
correct.
4 or 5 is in the middle.
Right. So what's the next question that you have on your end?
Soothing and reassurance. Calmed and soothed me effectively when I became distressed, upset, or overwhelmed.
Interesting. Yeah, okay. The next question I have here is attunement. Was emotionally in tune with how I was feeling, could read my emotions and respond in a way that made me feel like they understood how I felt. Emotionally in tune. That's a good question. Uh, well, all right. Let's just move right along. What's the next question you have there?
Expressed delight, took genuine interest in me, and expressed delight in who I was. I felt special and valued by them.
Word. Okay. And the last question here is support for activities. Took me to activities like music lessons, sports teams, camp, etc., and or to visit friends. Interesting.
Okay.
All right.
Next.
I think we've all answered those questions in that section. Next, early childhood for the father. So this is reflecting on the father figure.
It's the same questions.
It's the same questions. So yeah, I mean, I think we're just going to
pertaining
quickly
to your dad. Yeah.
pertaining to our fathers instead. So yeah, we're just going to quickly fill these out, and then we're going to move on to the next section of our little quiz here. You know, yeah, I think that is the point there. So the quiz is getting an idea of how our parents see. This is what they were talking about with the attachment theory. The quiz is getting an idea of how both of our parents interacted with us, and you know how they were present in our lives. Um, so yeah.
Okay. Up next is the relationship structure. And of course, mother caregiver is first. And they have a couple of questions. It helps
Mhm.
to turn to this person in time of need.
Um, hmm. It helps turn to this person in time of need.
Your mom.
And it goes from strongly disagree to strongly agree.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a neutral in the middle. Yeah. Next question here is, I find it easy to depend on this person. What's the next question on your end?
I worry that this person won't care about me as much as I care about him or her. No, this one deep, huh?
Come on. I prefer not to show this person how I feel deep down. Interesting. What's the next question for you?
I usually discuss my problems and concerns with this person.
Interesting. Next question on here is, I talk things over with this person.
Why do I get all of these questions? I often worry that this person doesn't really care for me. I feel like I won this bet already.
Wow. All right. Slow down. These questions, as deep as they may be, let's take a beat. The next one here is, I don't feel comfortable opening up to this person.
Man, it's really me. Play this back. Play this episode back. I am afraid that this person may abandon me. Man, I got abandonment.
I think we're done here. And now the same questions apply to our father figures. So we just have to fill this out real fast. Yeah. Wow, interesting. The thing is, for me, the dynamics between my mom and dad are so vast. So vast. So it's like very strange to answer these questions and stuff.
Excuse me.
Yeah, it's very hard for me because I grew up mostly with my dad and not so much with my mom. So yeah, my responses are so vast. So vast when it comes to that.
You ready for the next one?
I'm about there. Yeah, I'm just about there.
That's okay.
All right. Yeah.
I can move through it quickly because I had both my parents in my house. So
all right,
so
you're privileged.
It was.
That's a privilege. No.
Yeah, but it's the tone. It's the atonement you used that. It's atonement. It's giving me Gossip Girl, 2009 circa. Okay.
Definitely not. Please answer the following questions with respect to your romantic partner.
Wait a minute. The next one is relationship structured to romantic partnership. So we are stemming away from the parentals.
Yes. So we're stepping away from the parent figures and now we're going into relationships with romantic partners. So it says here, if you're currently not in a romantic relationship, please answer these questions with respect to how you felt in your most recent meaningful relationship. If you've never been in a romantic relationship before, imagine what such a relationship would be like. So you read the first question you have.
I don't feel comfortable opening up to this person. Yo, this test is out to get me.
How, Sway? How is it out to
every question has been like, whatever. Go ahead.
You feel attacked.
What's your question?
All right.
Go ahead.
I talk things over with this person.
I usually discuss my problems and concerns with this person.
Okay. I worry that this person won't care about me as much as I care about him or her.
I prefer not to show this person how I feel deep down. You telling me this is not attacking me?
Okay. Wow. Yeah. I'm afraid that this person may abandon me. Wow. What's your next question?
I often worry that this person doesn't really care for me. It's the trigger point that has not steadily moved from the center for me.
Wow. Yeah, it's just both extremes. There's really not much
But I'm
middle
getting
happening here.
the avoidant extremes. You realize that, right?
It's seeping in. It's seeping.
I can't wait.
I
to
find
win.
it. Oh, stop. I find it easy to depend on this person.
It helps to turn to this person in times of need.
Okay. And we're down to the last part, the general attachment style. It says, read the following statements and rate the extent to which you believe each statement best describes your feelings about close relationships in general. Well, I'll start off. It helps to turn to people in times of need. Go on.
I'm afraid that other people may abandon me.
I often worry that other people do not really care for me. Interesting.
I don't feel comfortable opening up to others.
Interesting. I find it easy to depend on others.
Why did I get this twice? I prefer not to show others how I feel deep down. This is direct targets.
Shots fired. I worry that others won't care about me as much as I care about them.
Okay. I usually discuss my problems and concerns with others.
And the last one is I talk things over with people.
Okay. Did you click next?
I just did. Well, look there. My attachment style is secure. What's your attachment style, friend? Go on. Say it with the chest. For the audience to know, please.
Yeah, I'm so fucking embarrassed.
I'm embarrassed.
Oh my God.
What does it say?
Whatever. It is a time of transparency. My attachment style is red. And it is disorganized / fearful avoidant.
So let's review. So the way that you are getting at me, thinking I was the disorganized one, plot twist, woman in the mirror, it's actually you. Wow. Well, the results are the results, aren't they?
It looks like no one won. So
yeah. No one won.
We did it. None of us won, technically.
Interesting. So how do you feel about those results, though?
I hate him. I genuinely hate the results because I did not expect. I guess the persona that I give off is not what I feel deep down inside.
Yeah, you definitely felt like you were more avoidant, dismissive, and now discovering from this quiz that you're disorganized. Like, do you feel like based on the description that there are some things that may be true that you're not admitting to, or like what are your feelings? I didn't think I was getting secure. I mean, and probably that's kind of scary that I didn't think so. I thought I was gonna get one of the insecure attachments, maybe
I
because,
did too. Shit.
well, all right.
But I guess you have grown. Oh,
Not, I guess. Wow,
shit.
rude. But
I
no,
am
I mean,
pissed the fuck off.
well, honestly, I think I don't know which one is better or worse. I mean, avoiding dismissive and being disorganized, fearful, avoidant, both of those aren't good things. So for you to be on some damn, I wish I had the other insecure one. Like,
No, I want it to be better than you, though.
wow. Okay, so it's not a contest, first and foremost, even though we made a major. Second of all, it's less about, beating me and more about understanding you more. So,
Yeah. But
not yeah. Oh man, so what have we taken away from this?
that I do want intimacy and closeness, but at the same time, I don't trust people and I don't depend on anybody. That's kind of spot on.
Do you feel like you have a fear of getting hurt?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just reading the definitions again and just getting a better
Oh
idea.
damn.
I mean, but realistically, based on what is said here, it says fearful of when people do want intimacy and closeness, but at the same time experience troubles trusting and depending on others. And considering if you've had past experiences where that's the case, then makes
Yeah.
sense.
I've had relationships in the past where I could not depend on my partner, and it just made me avoidant of wanting to allow myself to get to that space again, because I was like that before. But every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. And now I'm the polar opposite where I'm like, nah, son, you can't come in because I don't know if I could depend on you. The last time I depended on somebody, they dropped the ball. And I didn't want to go through that kind of hurt again. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. But to be real, I mean, prior, and I'm being very transparent with myself, I think prior to the relationship that I'm in now, I feel like I would have fell under the anxious, preoccupied category, because there was a lot of me that, I was at a point very cautious of like, all right, am I going to be alone for a long time? And even when I was in a relationship with someone, I would um, be afraid of them once they get to know the real me, that they would kind of like push themselves away, and then that would kind of just be a repetitive cycle. So yeah, I mean, I am currently very grateful for the relationship I'm in. I feel like um that certainly affected the results here in a great way, of course. But yeah, I mean, I know myself in the past, and I know what I was. I was definitely one of these insecure ones. Um, and I feel like more than likely it probably could have been, um, the anxious one for sure. So yeah, I mean, so yeah, we took the quiz in real time. Those are the results. We definitely encourage you guys to try it out and see what results you get, and definitely share it with us. Let us know what they are. And yeah, I feel like this quiz was really cool to take, but we definitely learned a lot about each other uh, just now. So yeah,
Yeah.
yippity up. Attachment styles.
Yeah.
Mm-mm-mm. Just another thing
Well,
to read you to filth.
I'm happy that I learned something about myself. And you know what? I'm willing to put in the work and grow from that. I think I am, though, because I am allowing myself to get out there and date and be vulnerable and open up and not, you know, be so fixated on the past.
Yeah, same. I'm also, even within a relationship now, I'm still struggling with not accepting or not hanging on to my past mistakes or my past notions, and realizing that I'm not that person anymore. And I feel like my brain is still trying to wrap myself around the fact that I'm not that person and that I have grown but knowing that you've grown and kind of feeling that growth are two different things. So I feel like sometimes I need a daily reminder that I'm not the person that I was before. And, I think there's a part of me that kind of hangs on to a level of either guilt or some level of some level of self-deprecation in some cases where I feel like, damn, I either don't deserve the person I'm with or I don't deserve the circumstances I'm in because of past actions. But yeah, that's something I definitely still need to work on. That's like constant work on my end. So yeah.
Let me just throw this out there, just on the ignorant side. I think that this quiz is rigged, but I was trying to be mature, but nah, this can't be it. This can't be
the
it.
lip smack.
This can't be it.
Wow. Well, hey, as I said, I hope.
But you know what? I hope that that my friend got into a better place, because I'm trying to get secure from you, but I'm just going to trust that this has some kind of substance attached to it, and it's actually has some validity and some accuracy towards it. But,
well, sir. So you're saying that the quiz is skewed.
It's rigged. It is. It's been rigged. It's skewed.
Oh,
did you not see the questions that was asked to me? And I pointed that out many a times. But you know what? As long as my friend is in a good place, I am too.
Fantastic. Well, no, and for real, even with the results that you got, I still, like, me knowing you enough, I know that this is not going to be something that you're going to be, all the time. You're constantly evolving, as you say, and I truly do believe you when you say that. So, just getting this, result does not mean like you are destined to be this person forever.
Forever? Not even by the end of tonight. Listen, I don't believe this.
You're gonna retake the test until you get secure.
I don't need secure either, but it's just like that. I would never imagine that. But in the same breath, whatever it is, I still need to, wherever I ended up, I still need to always constantly evolve into something better, whatever it is.
Yeah, we are don't get too attached to the words. I mean, even
it's an attachment quiz.
All right. Not what I meant, but just you're funny. What I'm saying is like, I'm pretty sure that, with evolution and with ourselves constantly changing, that we're gonna notice how our behaviors and our personality traits, evolve. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, as I said, if you guys take the quiz, let us know what y'all results are, and if this quiz had read you to feel like it did to us.
Yep. Well, that was fun.
Yeah, that was fun. I'm always learning more things about you, Rove. So.
Oh.
Yeah. All right. Well, is there anything else before we decide to wrap up the show?
No, I think this is a good place where we can end on a positive note and just be in a space where we can just absorb where we are with our attachment styles, and also learn to not let that negatively affect us, i.e. me, but also climb and mature and grow. And I guess it just gives me insight to see what I have to do next to be a better person. But
yeah. Okay. I respect that. I feel that. All right. Well, on that note, make sure to check us out on our podcast platforms: SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you catch your podcast. Check us there. Also, make sure to check out the podcast on our social media. That is TikTok, Instagram, and on Twitter. We are all up on those. Make sure to follow Rovie and myself on our respective social medias. Slide in our DMs and be nice, please. Thank you so much. And yeah, that is about it from us for this week.
Yeah. Also, you can send us your results if you do take the attachment quiz at our email, sophigpodcast@gmail.com. If you have any questions or if you need any advice, just hit us up. And if you want to be a potential guest on the show, send us an email and we'll get back to you. Okay?
Word. We definitely have a few people lined up that we are excited to talk to and introduce y'all to. So stay tuned, and we have some dope people that are coming on to the platform. So I'm excited. I don't know about you.
Me too. Yay!
Yes, sir.
Yay.
All right. That's it from us. Thank you so much, and we'll see y'all next time.
Ciao, Bellas.
Laters. Damn it, I did it again.
It's okay, Fixie. You don't have to splice this episode. Hope it didn't go on too long. I don't know. I was checking the emails because I told you I was just randomly sending out emails to everyone. The situationship got back to us and they want to do a podcast.
They're a podcast themselves, right? Yeah.
Thanks to somebody who doesn't want to reach out, and also this guy Ahmad, he's a gay truck driver, but he's famous all over TikTok. And I reached out to him, and I've also reached out to this other girl with bonnet. I'm just sending massive emails, and whoever responds, we're gonna fill them in as needed, and that'll help boost our stuff. But I still want you to be the chief because I realize that I don't know how to say this, but this is exciting that people are responding back to us. Why did you tell me the situationship responded? I'm going to hit a toss box too. I've been hitting up everybody I come across.
No, yes, as I said, I told you earlier we did get some responses, but I didn't get to fully read the responses.
But that was a big one.
Yes, it was. I'm looking at them again. Hold on. I want to put the ones that we didn't respond to yet as unread, so we know that we got to get back to them. No, it's okay. Yeah, we just got
Jessica.
I did. Yeah, I did get back to Jessica. She said she can do most weekdays after 8 p.m. or Saturday mornings.
Okay,
so once we get.
This week won't be good, so let's say Monday I may be busy. Damn. I don't get back till Sunday. Would have been nice if we got her tonight instead, but whatever. But I feel like we need to flesh out, let's do a Saturday morning for her. I don't know.
Right,
I feel like it'll be
Which is a Saturday morning.
The 19th.
The 19th?
Because we'll be able to be fresh face, fresh answers, a good, you know what I mean? Because like at the end of the day, because I really enjoy her topic and her journey. And did you look at her Red Table Talk and her stuff? And I mean, I know her from junior high school, like we go back. But knowing that she went through this, and then she also spoke about her partner who passed away from a drug overdose as well too. So a substance abuse overdose. So yeah.
I looked at her website.
Look at me networking.
I looked at her website in the email, so I got a brief idea of what she's about, which is pretty cool. And yeah,
sorry, I opened it again.
That's okay.
I am just going to keep sending out these emails and putting into work like I always do, even though I get chastised a lot. But I'm just going to try my best to make our podcast something that's in the name of folks, because we have the driving. I have the driving force, and you have the techie things, and you just need to work on that. And we're gonna do great things. I need to
I
do
agree.
my triple I thing.
I also have to record some stuff for the TikTok too. It's been on my mind, but I need to get this done.
But yeah, I'm doing great things. All right, so cool. Pats for me. You ain't give me my flowers yet, but look at all I've securely locked at least 12 episodes
You have.
by myself.
All right. Well, it's not a contest once again.
Motherfucker. I just said give me my flowers. Now that it's a contest. Are we still recording? Damn it.
We're
Yes,
not.
we are. You're gonna use all of this of them yelling.
Say goodbye, Rovie.
Bye.